Hey guys, this is Nia. Welcome back to my channel, and today I will be showing you a little bit of my haul that I got from Japan. And to begin this video, I'm taking you on a short walkthrough to Tokyu Hands. This is the Tokyu Hands in Shibuya. As you can see, this store is massive, and as you can see, there's a total of 7 floors, and each floor is divided into 3 sections. I also bought a few things from Sekaido and other places, because Sekaido was the place that someone recommended to me. I ended up getting quite a bit of things from Sekaido because everything was discounted, and that was the first art supply shop that I went to. But I think this shop caters more for art supplies, whereas Tokyu Hands is more for different sort of crafts. I also wanted to take a short montage of Sekaido, but I have to say the experience wasn't as great as the experience I got from Tokyu Hands. Everything was really crowded, probably because everything was discounted too, but also the way they displayed things, the aisles, everything was so close together, and it was just a bit intimidating actually. In Sekaido they had a lot of sketchbooks, different types of paints and paper, but I think it's a type of shop where I would just go to get the things that I want and then leave. But if you want to stay in the store and browse and have a look around, I would really recommend you to go to Tokyu Hands. Their display was really nice because everything was well organized into like different types of crafts that you want to look for. So it was really easy to find your way around. Just look at the directory and it was pretty clear, and everything is well spread out, so it's kind of comfortable to just even walk around and just look at different designs. It's definitely somewhere that I just can get lost browsing around. They cover so many different crafts, which I really want to get into, but I would end up blowing my budget, so I didn't do that. They have like, I think 3 floors just for really cute stationeries and notebooks, and the other floors they kind of divided into different types of crafts. So they have things like jewelry design, paper crafting, miniature sculptures and buildings, felting. They also have fake plants, and even a whole science section on the top floor where they sold live plants and seeds. And they also had a display, I think it's of local artists, but I'm not too sure because I couldn't read the Japanese. But they had really interesting, intricate designs covering different types of mediums. By the way, the things that I listed was not the only things that was available. I don't think I could list everything because there were just too many. So if you're going on a holiday soon and you want to go to this store, and you're wondering what's available, I would recommend you to just take a screenshot of the floor plan or the directory that I had in the beginning of this video, just so you get a better idea of the things they have available. I personally didn't even go to every single floor because it was impossible to cover in one trip, so I only looked at the floors where I had the most interest in, which was kind of a lot already, and I ended up spending like 3 or 4 hours just in this one store. I could have stayed much longer, but we also had other plans for the day, so we didn't. If any of you guys are interested in arts and crafts, or you just want to have a look at cute things, I would really recommend you to visit the store. Even if you're not planning on getting anything, it's definitely my favorite shop that I went to in Tokyo, and that's why I prefer sharing this experience of the shop with you guys, so you can have a little look-see. Both Sekaido and Tokyu Hands have tax-free, so if you're just visiting as a tourist, you can bring your passport and you can get your money back instantly in the shop, which was a pleasant surprise. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the walkthrough, and I will get back to you again when we reach the whole part of this video, where I will be showing you the supplies that I got from Japan in the different stores that I went to. Hi again, so these are the items that I ended up getting. These were from a variety of different stores, mainly Tokyu Hands, Daiso, and Sekaido, but I did get the washi tape and things from other places too that wasn't necessarily a stationery shop. So the first thing that I got, and basically the main event of this haul, is the Holbein watercolor set. I got the 30 colors, and I got this in Sekaido with discount and tax-free, which was great. I actually still haven't opened this yet because I'm planning on doing an unboxing together, and I'm also planning on turning it into a palette and making it into a video so I can share the experience with you guys. I've already bought the half pans and plastic pencil case to pack them all together, and I'm really looking forward to it. So the next item that I have here is the mini sketchbook. I think it's not watercolor paper, but it is textured, which I like. I might try watercolor on it, but I probably won't be able to do heavy washes because the paper is quite thin and I will have to see what the absorbency is like. But yeah, I think it would just be fun. Maybe I'll try gouache or something on it too. The next item that I have is this postcard size paper. I'm not too sure if this is watercolor paper or not. I don't think it is, but it was placed near the watercolor sketchbook, so I assumed it is when I got it. But yeah, I think it's just a nice size to do little doodles and stuff like that. The next thing I have here is this craft paper sticky note, which I got from Daiso. I don't know why I bought it. I think I just thought it was cute and I can probably doodle on it. I don't even use post-it notes, but it was only 100 yen, and yeah, it might be fun to doodle on with the white pen. I ended up getting the to-do list from Tokyu Hands. If you watched the previous part of the video, you will realize that this was placed near all the really cute design notebooks and bullet journals, which I thought about getting into because the bullet journals were just so cute, but I was kind of worried that I would end up journaling and doodling on the bullet journals more than doing the things on the to-do list of the journal. So I just ended up getting this to-do list booklet, which is really nice and simple. I just need to jot down the things that I need to do, and that's it. So far I've been using this quite a bit, so I think it was a really good purchase. These brushes I got from Sekaido. The first one on the left is a Holbein brand, and I was just kind of curious about what it would feel like or how it would hold the water because I'm used to synthetic brushes, and I think this is a sable brush. The hairs are really nice and soft. I think that given the softness and the flexibility of the bristles, it would be really good for flower doodles maybe. The next one I have here is a Sekaido brand, and I think this is a synthetic bristle, which I'm used to. I've been looking for a fine detail brush with a longer length, but I haven't found any in the art stores near my house, so I'm glad I found this one because it was also decently priced. I have to say though, the selection of brushes they had was kind of pricey. I was planning on getting more brushes, but in the end I didn't because I didn't really have any specific ones in mind. I'm going to be trying out these brushes at the end of the video just for a small flower doodle, so if you're interested, please stick around till the end. The next item I have here is a blank fan. I got this in Daiso. They also had a round fan, but I thought this would look prettier and most likely a little bit more challenging because of the ridges. I think this is washi paper they have on the fan. It has really nice fibers that kind of sticks out. I hope the camera picks it up, but I'm not sure how well it would take watercolor paper because you have to be kind of specific about the paper. I'm afraid that if I accidentally put too much water on the paper, it might warp or even disintegrate. Who knows? I've never really worked with these types of paper before, so I might just try painting it with gouache or acrylic and see how that goes. I want to make this into a video, and I think it'll be a fun little project. These pens are the Uniball Signo pens that I got from Tokyu Hands. These are just fun little pens that I thought I could use to take notes down, and I'm also planning on doing doodles on the craft paper that I got from Daiso. As for the white pen, I already know I'm going to be using it a lot anyway because I use it for my watercolor paintings for the final highlights. And the one that I have at the moment isn't the gel, so it doesn't flow as nicely as this one. But I can't really find this exact one where I live, so I'm glad I got to find this one. The next item that I'm going to show you is this pencil case that is shaped like a Shiba Inu. I didn't buy this one actually. This is a present from my friend, but I really like it, so I decided to show it to you guys. This is an adjustable pencil case, and as you can see, you put your pens right there, and there's a lot of space, but if your pen is not that high and you don't really need that space, you can actually adjust this to make it smaller so it's easier to fit in your bag. You can push this bottom part right here and make it much shorter. Isn't it adorable? I've been using this quite a bit if I want to carry stationeries in my bag because it doesn't take much space and it's really cute. The next item I got is this little pouch right here, which I got from Underwater Castle if I'm not wrong. It was in the souvenir section and I really like modern Japanese patterns, so I end up getting this one, which I might use for a pencil case. The next item that I have here are washi tapes that I got from Hakone when I visited the sulfur mines, and this was in their souvenir shop. I decided to get one of Mount Fuji because I haven't really gotten any souvenirs that represents Mount Fuji yet, and the yellow one is of just cute Shiba Inus because they were everywhere and I really like the breed. Now, these right here are the miniature shops that I really wanted to get, and I saw someone making it on YouTube, so I decided to get one too, but it was quite pricey. It was one of the pricier items that I don't actually need, but I really wanted to give it a go. So I bought this first one in Don Quixote. They had a few selections, but a lot of it was out of stock. So I decided to buy this large shop, which costed me around 5,000 yen, which is equivalent to around $50, I think. And the next one I didn't plan on getting, but when I went to Tokyu Hands they had even more on display and I really couldn't help myself, but this is a cheaper one, which is still expensive. It's still 4,000 yen, which is around $40, but I guess why not? I know I wouldn't be able to get them anywhere else, so I decided to just splurge on these ones, and then I didn't buy any more craft items that I don't need. Now I'm going to do a little flower doodle, something quick to give the brushes a quick try. I'm painting this on the postcard paper that I showed you before, which after this doodle I realized that it's probably not watercolor paper because it doesn't feel durable enough and it couldn't really take too much water, but I think that's okay as long as I don't do heavy washes, or I might even use it for pencil sketches or maybe even gouache paints. I just really like the size of it. I like something that is pre-cut and it's just easy to use. I can just grab it really quickly and doodle something. The palettes I forgot to mention earlier, but I also got this in Daiso. I do wish I bought a couple of these though, just for spares, because it's kind of hard to find cheap palettes like these that you can open and close and bring everywhere with you. I've been searching for them in the Daiso in Jakarta, but I could never find it. As for the brushes, I'm really happy with them. The Holbein brush is really soft, and because of that it holds a lot more water than the synthetic brushes that I'm used to, and I like the fact that the tip is more rounded than pointed because it makes it easier when I'm painting petals. The only thing that I could say about this is probably the fact that the handle was a bit too long for my liking. I know it's made like this probably for a looser, larger painting, but I don't think I could find the same brush with the same tip that's a little bit shorter, so I ended up getting this one. It was also a little bit of a bother recording this because the top of my brush were getting quite close to my phone as I was recording it, so I was a little distracted because I was also concentrating on not bumping my phone with the top of my brush. I also really enjoyed using the long fine detail brush that I got. It's much easier to make fine lines rather than the brushes that I'm used to, and I think because it's lengthy it also holds a lot more water, so you don't have to keep preloading your brushes as much. So I'm really happy with both of the brushes that I bought. Overall, I really liked all the items that I got in this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and watching a little bit of a walk around with me in Tokyu Hands, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!